Please come and give me your slippers. And now we are here. That she is for me. English.
Facilitators, Alum Akachukwu is one of our mentees on Afro-Medics Mentors. I'm a GP myself in the United Kingdom, and I am a public governor, and I have a very big interest in mental health, not just from a clinical perspective, but from a personal perspective. I've had my own battles with clinical depression, and I do a lot of work in advocating for protecting our mental health. I do YouTube videos in English and Igbo with focus on mental health, because people are struggling, and there's so much stigma and taboo, and I think this is a very good initiative from the university. Talk about it, let people come out and open up. So that's how I'm involved. Thank you.
So Ma, you just mentioned something about dealing with depression yourself. So do you mind sharing one experience for us?
Okay, so mine tended to be triggered by the winter, because I was born in Nigeria, grew up in Nigeria, and my first experience of winter when I traveled in 2012, it was a bit, it was interesting to see the snow and the cold weather, and in geography we were taught about winter solstice, where by 4 p.m. it gets dark, and it remains dark till 10 a.m. and you have very short daylight. So it was interesting at first, but when I started working, the stress of work, night shifts, adapting to a new culture, a new technological system in the hospitals, that, as well as dealing with winter, I just noticed my mood starting to dip, and I really struggled, because we don't talk about mental health like that. Even in medical school, when we did our psychiatry postings, I remember everybody saying, it's not my portion, it's not my portion. But I began to get really down, and thankfully I had friends who referred me to a psychologist, and I saw my own general practitioner. So I had therapy, and apart from that, I also had blood tests, because there are things in the blood that can actually make you feel low. Things like low vitamin D, which is a common thing there where we don't have sunshine, low iron, and other nutrients. So with the combination of that and therapy, and I started going to the gym, exercising, and I registered with a choir. I started doing things to help myself and to know my triggers. I think the most important thing for people is to know what their triggers are, because when you know them, you know how to avoid them and how to combat them. Yeah.
All right, a quick one. So what's your advice for young people in general?
Okay, for young people in general, know that you have one life that has no duplicates. You matter. You are precious. Very, very precious to your family, to your loved ones, and learn to be your own best friend. I always tell people, give yourself the best. Some people say, I will wait until I make so much money, then I'll take a trip. You can take a trip to Ogwo. You can take a trip to Nsukka, well, depending on the safety. Give yourself a treat. Don't just wait until you have so much money. Life is passing us by. We're not going to get today again. So enjoy today, love yourself, and remember that you matter.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Can you choose a small dance for us? I don't know. Anything you can buy to.
Is this what I came here to do?
Presenting you should be happy at the end of the day. Like you told us, you can't relieve today.
You can't relieve today. You have to enjoy today.
Yeah.
Enjoy enjoy somebody said something about mindfulness. Live in the moment. Stop worrying about yesterday. Stop thinking about tomorrow. Be present now at this moment and enjoy it.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to borrow your words. Be present now, guys.
Enjoy it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, people. Yeah, right with me here is the host of this whole outreach. Isn't it beautiful? I'm very glad to know her in person. So we're just here for a small introduction, isn't it? Yeah. So tell us about this whole outreach. What spurred you to come about this outreach?
Okay. First of all, my name is Ezewaka Marachi.
Augusta.
So suicide prevention is a very important topic and is not being given much relevance in our society. A few years ago, when I was in 200 level, there was a guy, he committed suicide in University of Nigeria and Nsukka campus, and it really touched me. And since then I've been thinking, what can I do about this? So just a few months back, I was given the opportunity to be the acting state coordinator of Lead Community Foundation. So I took this opportunity to plan this event, and here we go.
That's so nice. That's so nice. So can you tell us about Lead Community Foundation?
Yeah, Lead Community Foundation is a mental health organization. We try to create awareness about mental health, help individuals suffering from depression. We want to help them to mitigate the effects of depression.
So Amarachi, have you ever been overwhelmed in life?
Yes, I actually have. Sometimes I won't believe I have anxiety issues because I don't really know how to take on pressures very well. So I have been overwhelmed. Yes.
So have you been ever tended towards depression before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so how do you deal with academic stress when you were a student? How did you deal with academic stress?
Okay, my first academic stress relief was music. I am a chorister, so if I'm feeling sad, I just go to choir practice, feel happy. The second thing is food. It's my favorite food, Hollandia yogurt and ice cream. Once I just take it, I just feel relieved and happy.
So your favorite food is Hollandia ice cream, Hollandia juice and ice cream?
Yes, and shawarma.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. So you said you've never been depressed as a student?
No, I have not.
That's very much it. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, can you shout out to people, your friends?
Yeah, I want to shout out to everybody that encouraged me. When I started this, I was thinking it wouldn't be possible. I want to shout out to Mr. Kelvin, the founder of Lead Community Foundation, Mr. Marvis, Mr. Elijah. Thank you so much for your encouragement. I want to shout out to my friend ADA. Actually, she has actually been my backbone throughout this whole process. Mesoma, Stephen, but in fact, many of you out there, and also my fellow lead and volunteers. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Hi, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Do you have any one word, affirmation, something to tell people who are watching right now?
Que sera, sera.
Is it Spanish? Is it what language is that?
It's French for what will be will be.
Okay. Yeah. What will be will be.
Yes.
Que sera sera.
Yeah.
Que sera sera.
Level 400.
Okay, how's it going? Have you ever been depressed before? Have you ever been overwhelmed?
Yeah.
But it has never led to depression, eh?
I've not reached that extent.
Hi. So when you were overwhelmed, do you have people around you who...
Yeah, I have my sister.
Do you mind shouting out to them? Do you mind shouting out to them?
Hi Onye, hi Chisom, hi Ada, hi everyone.
My name is actually Ada. So your sister, yeah?
Good afternoon, everyone. This World Suicide Prevention Month, creating hope through action, was brought to you by Lead Community Foundation, Youth Health Action Network, Nigerian Suicide Prevention, Rotary Club of UNEC, Rotary Club of GRA, NFCS, Medics Frontiers, Studentship, HESA, and Living World. Suicide on its own is it's eating deep into our community today, especially among youths. We are here to create what is called a sensitization, to tell you that there are people who can help. There are people who want to create hope, and that is why we are doing this. This is our action. It is very important to note that as humans, the way we feel, our emotions are directly connected to the environment we find ourselves in and the people we find ourselves around. Perhaps understanding this, we would note that we have something to contribute to prevent suicide in our society. Let us talk about how we can help as humans, which is why we are here. You can help somebody, you can help your friend, you can help yourself, anybody you know who is going through suicide. First, by teaching them to prioritize their mental health. Now in our society, we find that most people do not regard their mental health. They do not consider it, they do not put in effort as they would to how neat they look, how clean they look when they are having one kind of sickness or the other. We are trying to tell you that your mental health is just as important and you should prioritize it. How can you prioritize your mental health? Consider doing things that will not make you depressed. What is depression? When you engage in an activity and find that you feel sad often and on, you should either speak up or leave. You understand? In 2022, as we've already heard times and times, the Punch reported that 75 people took their own lives in Nigeria. Why? Because they did not prioritize their mental health. Because they did not look out for the signs that we've read over and over. We can all help, we can all contribute to preventing suicide. Suicide should never be an option. It should never be considered a way out. Representing the Executive Director of Lead Community Foundation, Mr. Kelvin Opipia, I would like to tell us that he would like us to know that September is the World Suicide Prevention Month, but we should always know that suicide goes on, and we should always be prepared to help. To either help our friends, to help the people around us. As I already said, to combat suicide, we should understand our emotions are natural products of the outcome of our relationship with our environment and the people we cohabit with. It therefore stands to reason that when we relate to people, we either leave them better than they were or a lot worse. This means the way you talk to someone would determine whether that person would be put into depression or whether you'll be helping that person out. Let us be conscious of that. For those of us who have had signs of depression and suicide, it is very important to look out for professionals. When you talk to professionals, we should talk knowing that whatever you say, it's a safe space. And we also like to implore each and every one of us to make ourselves safe spaces for the people around us. When someone comes to tell you about their problems, when someone comes to talk to you about how they feel, how their day went, it's important that you just give a listening ear. Try to listen to the person, try to understand the person, be that person's safe space. Let us tell ourselves that life is beautiful. Irrespective of our challenges, life is very beautiful. We would like us to spread this message even beyond today. That is the reason for this sensitization program. Let the message continue. The message about mental health, the message about suicide prevention. Tell that person not to give up. There is hope on the other side of the line. When you have any problems, you can always come to contact the Nigerian Suicide Prevention Initiative on 0806 210-6493. With this number, and also the Lead Community Foundation on 0708-368-2025. You should understand that when you are talking here, this is a safe space. We are trying to make you understand that you can come here, talk about your problems without being judged, without being looked down on. It is our objective today to see that at the end of this program, that the statistics, the national statistics that carried 79 people committing suicide in 2022 will not carry such number again. So please let us be very, as you've come, you've received our gifts, you've participated in our games, please do not miss the importance of the events of the day. Remember, we are talking about suicide prevention, and we are talking about helping to spread this message, helping to stop suicide. outside, when you see somebody who has the signs, you know what to do. We have been saying it. What can you do? Ask them directly. Approach them gently and ask if they've been thinking about hurting themselves. You listen caringly. Be a good listener. Do not judge them. Often people just need who will truly hear them out without judging them, without telling them you should have been this, you should have not done it like this. No. Just be a good listener. Call for help when it's something you can no longer handle, when it's something that's past the limit the limit of your the limit you can handle. You can call out for help. You can go to the Nigerian Suicide Prevention Initiative. You can also contact Lead Community Foundation. We would always be there to help. We are there to provide this safe space. So please do not lose the importance of these events. Thank you.
Only up in the Tesla no bitch boy, see, no go day, phones they low key, no go play. Charlie Poppy, I walk on you. Too many and we fly on the inside your that's so. Not that thing. Money to choke up there. One has to